So as we help students understand multiplication, another way that we can do that is focusing on repeated addition. So here in this example, I have 3 plus 3 equals 6. I have 3 circles in the first column and 3 circles in the second column. But I don't always have to think about that as 3 plus 3. I can also think about this as that I have 2 groups with 3 in each group, so 2 times 3 equals 6. Another visual that I might use is this one here. Here I can see that I have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That equals 8. Now I can stick with my addition, but I can also start to translate that to multiplication. Here I have 4 groups with 2 in each group, so 4 times 2 equals 8. Now, as I said before, it's never too early to start talk about the commutative property of multiplication, because I could also explain this as 2 times 4 equals 8. What might this look like with an even larger array? Well, here we have an example of 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That is the same as 5 times 5 equals 25. And then here's another example. Here I have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. I've got a really nice visual to show that right there. And what does that mean? I have 4 groups with 3 in each group. That equals 12. So that brings us to thinking about multiplication as equal groups. And I'm going to move to the side so I can use the whole slide to talk about this. This is really the most formal way of thinking about multiplication, where I think about I have 3 times 2 equals 6, and I think that I have 3 groups with 2 in each group, and then that would equal a product of 6. As we move to word problem solving, which we will in other modules, we might want to use an equation that helps students understand equal groups. That could be GR times N equals P, or groups times an equal number in each group equals the product. And then I want to tie some visuals into that. So first I might want to show my groups, and then show the number for each of those groups. So there I have 3 groups with 2 in each group, and that equals 6. Using visuals such as the one that you saw there, or ones that students are using, maybe they're using manipulatives or doing this with drawings, that's really going to help them understand that I have groups with an equal number in each group. Here, those plates represented our groups, but you can use a lot of different shapes to represent groups. And then my carrots represented the equal number on each of those groups. So that brings us to activity number 2. We've talked about a lot of ways to help students understand multiplication. I'd like you to choose one of those ways. Maybe it's repeated addition, arrays, equal groups, and then explore how you can make that instruction really clear for students. So remember, when you're making your instruction clear, first you're going to construct a plan. What standards are you thinking about? What is your progression that you're going to think about as you talk about this multiplication? Then get into the L. What does your lead by modeling look like? I want to see a step-by-step explanation that's really involving the students to help them get set up for success around multiplication. Then you're going to think about how are you going to engage students in practice? What does that guided practice look like? And then get into how will students apply this independently? And then finally, what data are you going to collect to make sure that your students understand the multiplication that you wanted them to understand? Have fun with this activity, and I'll see you on the other side.